Today we're going to be covering the Graco 390 cordless airless sprayer. It's similar to the Graco 390 except that it runs off of DeWalt batteries with an estimated time per battery of about 3 gallons of spray. This is a new sprayer for Graco in 2021. It's slated to be available for purchase mid to late May. Unique features about this: with the kit you do get 2 DeWalt batteries, you get pump lube here for your packing set, you get a FTX airless gun, and it uses an LP tip. The LP tip is available with it because traditional Rack X tips, while they can be used with the gun, tend to require you to run the sprayer at a bit higher pressure, which would reduce the battery life quicker. So by using the LP tip, you can still spray latex and general interior finishes, but you won't have quite as much battery drain. The sprayer runs on a DeWalt. You get 2 DeWalt batteries in the kit. Each is rated for about 3 gallons of spraying. However, that will be impacted a lot by the pressure you're spraying at, the temperature outside, so it won't tend to spray as long in cold weather. And it also comes with the DeWalt charger. So the nice thing about having the 2 batteries, if you're running one on the job and you get down toward the end of its battery life, you can go ahead and move on to your next battery without losing a lot of time. You can see your charge level here. I would recommend keeping an eye on your charge level. If it gets too low, it could start to spit and sputter a bit at the tip, which would be one of the potential drawbacks to the battery powered. However, the portability of it is very convenient, and the flexibility. So technically you can get about 6 gallons of spray without recharging the battery. If you needed to, you could always use the charger to charge your extra battery while you're using the one. This charger does take about 40 minutes to completely charge a battery. You can use this on a outlet, standard 110 outlet, but it could also be used in your car if you have a 110 outlet. A lot of newer trucks and vehicles do. So it gives you flexibility there for that sort of requirement. We'll go ahead and fire this up and show you the Graco 390 cordless in action. So the battery on the unit slides in underneath the frame right here. All right, and then just like any sprayer, you got a pickup tube and a return tube. And we'll go ahead and get it started on prime mode. This is a latex consistency paint. All right, we're primed. Now I'll push that paint out through the pump. You can see here that because this unit uses the battery, it's going to recommend staying in the low pressure setting, which is between here and there. And if you notice, that is appropriate pressure for use with the LP tip. So if you're going to use a Rack X or a standard airless tip, you're going to be up in the higher pressure zone usually for most of your typical latex or interior paints. If you're using wood finish, it may not be as relevant. You can get away with low pressure even without an LP tip. But with standard interior finishes, you got to be in the low pressure area to maximize the battery life, and that's why we're using the LP tip. The other thing that's going to be different about this sprayer compared to your everyday 390 will be that because there's no electric cord plugging into the wall, there's not a safe ground for if you're using a solvent-based product particularly. So they give you a grounding cable that's meant to be latched on to a proper earth ground so that if you are using a solvent-based product, there's no chance of a spark being generated. You wouldn't find this on normal electric airlesses, but on this battery-powered one there is. Our product's waterborne, so we don't have to worry about it. I got the LP tip in here. It's a 5/15. This is about the midpoint of pressure. We'll go ahead and spray this wood here. So you can see the LP tip does a good job atomizing the product. We can do a variety of painting with this tip. And you're going to get about 3 gallons of product out of it, which is a little short for any larger projects, But say you only do smaller jobs, or you value the portability, and you could get a total of 6 gallons between the 2 batteries, or you're already using the DeWalt batteries in your standard tools that you have from DeWalt, you need the 6 amp hour flex volt style battery, not the smaller DeWalts that are on kind of your, over the counter drills. But if you have a variety of these, then you can get a lot more life out of the sprayer before needing to recharge the battery. It takes about 30 to 40 minutes to recharge. But the pump sprays well, it atomizes well, has a couple different features on there. Obviously the low pressure zone is a bit different to spray at if you're used to cranking pressure real high. But I'd argue that the low pressure is not a bad idea. It does keep overspray down. And this is at max pressure. You can see it still creates the full pressure of an airless that is normal. Cleanup on this, much like any airless is standard, you'd be putting a bucket of water under it, running the proper water through to clean the sprayer until that was clean, and then putting it away. Much like the standard 390, it uses the same repair kit and pump parts. So if you have existing 390 sprayer and you're looking to get something a little more versatile as far as in the field and you don't have a generator or whatnot, this could be an option for you. It comes with a filter and the pump lid, like Graco's standard airless do. So it has a fluid outlet filter. Standard size is about right for your latex style paint. So that's the Graco battery powered 390. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.